in his clothing at the time that he was recovered.
As this mystery unfolds, my question is, why did Timothy Cunningham carry 3 rare crystals with him? Could he have known he was sick and possibly dying? Was he performing some kind of ritual or healing with these crystals?
In the 27 years that I've been working with crystals and doing energy healing, correcting chakras and auras, working in 5th dimension and beyond, I have never encountered a crystal so powerful and so much filled with consciousness that it has the ability to diagnose and correct the issues while we're working with it. For you metaphysicians and crystal enthusiasts, this is something that you have never experienced before. I know many of you have worked with Russian Lemurians and Phoenikites and Euclase, but this is something that is beyond both of those or all 3 of those crystals put together. Using these crystals takes us into as far as the 12-dimensional realms, and those of you that have worked on those levels know exactly what we mean. These crystals, while come from the same mine, are very individual, and each crystal speaks to you, or it tells you which one is right for you.
So, Ricky, a lot of people will say, well, what's the big deal? Just pretty rocks. How would you answer those people?
First of all, I will agree with them. They're very pretty rocks.
But they would deny this consciousness or life in them.
And I meet all kind of persons through my work with the crystals, and I will divide some people who are maybe more developed or more awakened and speak the spirit path and language. Then there is no need to convince. Then I just talk. We go straight through the information. And some people who are, let's say, sometimes more mathematical, or what I don't see does not exist, or language like that, which is fine because they're just not aware. And my work with the crystals, with these people, is not to convince,
yes,
is not to have them change their beliefs. My idea, and that's how it works, I ask the people to open a little window to see other information. In Hebrew it's so hard, just to see what there is there. And usually what happens with those people who don't believe or don't speak the language, I will start with information that is not voodoo. I will explain the chemistry. I will explain how they were born. I will explain the physical formation, because each crystal has a physical formation. I will explain how they're being used in the industry, in the computer,
for sure,
in the current lasers. So I will explain how it's not because they don't talk conscience, these people who think they're pretty rocks.
Yes.
So I will show them how crystals are being interrelated in our life. And usually what happens with those who don't believe, they will sit like that, and I ask people to take, just to take, with no thinking, with no explanations, like a reading.
Yes.
That we do with crystals, and I don't know the person. And I start do the reading from the crystals. I don't know the person. I will do the reading from the crystals, and they will be amazed. And then it's not that they start to believe, but the window is open.
What do you mean you do a reading?
What's a reading?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
So what's a reading? A reading is a way of us communicating through the crystals. So when I do reading, the person who comes for the reading, they will pick certain crystals.